Hi guys, it's your friend the neighborhood Wayne White behind the mic, and welcome to TNL Now Outstanding. Today we have someone very special in the studio. We have the mastermind behind Godzilla, the fan-made music lyric video for Eminem's Godzilla, and of course we have the creator of the music lyric video, the official one for Eminem's Tone Deaf, Randy Chriz. Local born, amazing talent. Randy, how did you get your start in art and animation, and what were some of your early influences that helped you develop your style?
I can actually it began when I was like a little kid. I was like really drawing stuff and sketching on my own world, and actually at that time there was no internet, pre-internet, and whatever we saw was on TV. So these were the days where the 90s classics were going on, Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, stuff like that. So while it was going on air, I used to really sketch live and try to trying to figure out my way to catch the vibe of things. And from there onwards, there were programs like Art Beat and stuff like that, so it really inspired me to experiment on my own creativity. So along the way I was listening to music like various music like Korn, Limp Bizkit, Eminem, and Marilyn Manson, even because they had a certain kind of taste aesthetically that I would derive from, and I would like test it out. So I was influenced by their style as well. So those things really shaped out. I used to like sketch stuff on my own, and but animation wise, I got into animation around 2008 when I was working at a TV channel, news specifically. So I had to teach my own way, the softwares and all that. So it was really amazing, and took the challenge, and still learning to this day when it comes to animation.
So Randy, for Tone Deaf, what kind of creative process did you have to go through, and how different was it from your regular creative process?
Yeah, so far me and Posh, the formula we have kind of got used to is we get a track and then we listen to it a couple of times and then see what visual cues that it gives us, and if we can make sense of the storyline and of course the message that it gives, and if we can deliver that message in the correct way to the audience, that so here what happened was they usually give at least send an email with all the things that they want and the track and all that, but here they just gave the lyrics and the track. So they gave us the complete creative freedom, and so me and Posh got together and we were brainstorming for some time, and it was quite challenging because it didn't have a linear path to this whole song itself. The references were everywhere, we couldn't connect it together, but she came up with an awesome storyline for connecting each references somehow, and made a jumbled timeline, something like kind of like interstellar crystal Nolan kind of concept. So it was pretty interesting, and I was also inspired by that. And then of course we had to kind of create a separate font for this video, because it was music to be murdered by, and the album art had these weapons and stuff. So we made a separate alphabet and included that in the lyric video. And then and we were dealing with software issues as well here, because usually I work with a lot of layers, and here there was a problem. After 1,000 layers, it kind of got we couldn't even see the layers, so there was a problem. So we contacted Adobe itself, and they said they haven't seen a work process like this, so they're still working on that with the engineering division part. So that was a challenge as well for us to really get through that hump. So and plus we took the time to actually kind of see how much layers we were working with, and it took like half a day to go through the layers. There were collectively like 68,000 layers and 600 cameras in different shots that we experimented in, and altogether 12 scenes, and So that was quite a task, and you had to have good organization skills to deal with all those layers. We had to work with 2 computers, and one was, I was working on the project while the other one was rendering simultaneously. And we needed to, we are the ones who kind of pitched them to to do something more than a lyric video, because we saw it as an opportunity, and we took that opportunity and we gave everything we had. And we were working 20 days to finish the video, 18 hours per day, working overnights. So it was really awesome to see it coming together, and it was a kind of a different way we executed than other videos. So a lot of new things were added.
Randy, could you tell us a little bit about what you felt? What was your mindset like when you initially got that email from the studio asking you to work with them, and what has been the experience working with the studio so far?
All right. So when we posted Godzilla, the fan-made music video, the views were like going through the roof, and we were getting emails as well. Like there were 2,000 plus emails, and I started replying to them individually, and I found it's like time is hard to do that. So I was just copy pasting all the answers, thanks man, and all that, because a lot of people like giving showing appreciation from all over the world, and some of them were trying to get back, get in touch with us for more work. So we had missed the initial email from Interscope Records. When my wifey was going through them again, she asked me, do you know Interscope Records? And I said, yeah, that's the label where Eminem is signed to and a lot of other awesome artists. And she said, I think we have an email from them. And I was like, oh, the roof, man. I couldn't even believe it, and we just rushed to the email and just checked it out. Oh my gosh, I had written thanks man to that as well. And we were like figuring out how to respond back to them for the last for 1 week, and somehow we got in touch with them, and till then we have been exchanging ideas back and forth. And then we were contacting with one of their creative creative directors there. She has been very helpful, and is very easygoing and giving us creative freedom. And for this they gave the green light last December, but there have been a lot of projects back and forth that we have pitched and all that. So it's been very interesting, and it's been an awesome journey.
Following the release of Tone Deaf to the public, a lot of reactors and reacting artists started noticing the small little nuances and the Easter eggs that you started to drop in, right? When it comes to them, how far have people gotten? How many of these Easter eggs have people actually found out? And what do you have to say about that?
So yeah, it's been amazing looking at all the reaction videos. Some people have really gotten close to figuring it all, but still there are some Easter eggs left out. The reaction artists like Crypt and Third Ernest have really gotten close to figuring it all. They're meticulous, like checking out the details, but still there are some more to be figured out. So they haven't figured it out, so keep watching.
One final question, Randy. If you could go back to a younger version of yourself, what advice would you give him?
So I think looking back in my career, I kind of feel like I kind of lost some time, maybe up to 10 years, I guess, I'm not sure, because I would advise my younger self to kind of don't lose time. If you're working at a place, if you see it's not productive for you or your journey, if you're stagnated in one place, I think you should make a move. And because time is like going by, I think that's what I would have told, because when it comes to hard work and creativity, it's always been in me, so I wouldn't have to advise on that. I was always like constantly finding paths to where to plug myself to continue the journey. Back then there was not much resources and avenues to take as well, and maybe tell myself be a bit more forward and kind of take more challenges. I was very I was scared of risks, so maybe a combination of those. Don't waste time, take risks, and somehow push your way through to get to where you want faster, so that you can achieve more. Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, and of course we will catch you in the next one. Randy and the entire family, thank you so much for joining us here in the studio, and hope you guys have the very best in success for your future projects, and hope to see you soon.
That's crazy. Okay.
Check out our channel.